Trails Farm. Today I'm going to be doing a product review of my Patriot Supplies Patriot Pantry 72-hour kit. And they have these on sale every once in a while, and they're usually like $10 for a pouch. Sometimes they're $15, just depends on what their sale is. These are great for prepping. They have a 25-year shelf life. And in addition to that, they're also awesome for keeping your bug out bag, to keep in your car. I send these off to my kids to college because all it requires to fix this for dinner or whatever is water. Tonight, I'm going to be using 2 of the creamy chicken flavored rice to make, because it says it's 4 servings of 2/3 cup, so we need a little bit more than that. And I'm not going to add anything to it except for I boiled some chicken legs and took the meat off, and I'm going to be stirring the meat in with this, so we have some meat. That is a really easy thing to do. Don't think of these are complete meals, but they don't have to be complete meals. Even in a poop hits the fan situation, if you got a squirrel or you caught, a possum or whatever it is that you've turned to for your meat supply, a rabbit, you can boil that up or roast it, cut it up, and then just stir it in a lot of these with a lot of these rice or pasta preparations that you can buy. So I'm going to be just mixing in some chicken. I just boiled chicken in with the rice, and I'm not going to add anything else. So we're going to see what it's like. And I'm also going to be serving some green beans with a little bit of bacon grease and some dehydrated onions. And I also have some bacon I'm fixing to chop up and put in there. We have the 4 of us today. We'll do a taste test and give our honest opinions on what we think about it. And if you want to check out my Patriot Supply, please go to the link that I'll leave below. They're an awesome company for prepping and just having standby food with an awesome long shelf life. And I really love this company, and the food is very flavorful. I usually end up adding stuff to it. Like I said, tonight I'm not going to add anything but the chicken. But I think that in any kind of situation, even if you are in a end of the world or life-changing event situation, you're probably going to have a few things that you're going to add to it: salt and pepper, some seasoning, maybe some vegetables. So, like I said, use this as a base product, and if you had to use it alone, that would be great. But it's also an awesome base product to start with. So let's get cooking. One thing I like to do with my my Patriot Supply Patriot Pantry products is, like I said, on the chicken and rice page, if you go find it, the product, it gives the individual measurements. I copy and paste that, and then I paste it into a document, and then I cut it out, and I put this in each of the big 72-hour packages. That way I have the individual things, and that way my kids that are college kids don't have to sit there and figure it out. Mom's already put it in there, and then I also buy a cheap half cup measuring cup, and I stick that in the pouch too, so they have everything. You can put this in a baggie to make it waterproof. For one serving, it's a half a cup of the powdered mix out of your pouch, and 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of warm water. You can also, what I tell my kids to do is just pop it in a big mug. Put the water in the mug, pop it in the microwave for a minute and a half, stir it up, and there you go. You've got your whatever you're making. So that's just a little tip that I do, and you'll find, like I said, you can find the preparation chart on the chicken rice mix product. You just go onto the website and look for that product. It has it on there. Not every product on there has posted the instructions for individual servings, so that's where I found it, and so that's what I sort of just go by that. Obviously, if it looks a little dry or something, you can add more milk. More water. You can also replace it with milk. Some of these products, like the stroganoff and stuff, instead of using water, just use milk. You usually have to use a little bit more milk than you do water, and it tastes really good. Okay, each one of these pouches requires 5 cups of water. So since I'm doing 2 pouches, I have added 10 cups of water to my big pot. Okay, you are going to need scissors to open your pouches. And be careful because on sometimes the resealable part is not sealed, So, I mean, the whole bag is sealed, you know, it's like permanently sealed, but the resealable part maybe has a crack, so I just give it a good whack, so if anything that's gotten in that little tunnel there won't come out. And you can see inside, it smells really good. It smells sort of, well, it smells like chicken bouillon powder, but it's like, I can also smell garlic, and I can smell some other flavorings in there. You're going to need to heat your water to boiling, and I got my green beans going, and I'm probably, as soon as it's boiled, I'm going to add, I have my shredded up chicken, it's sitting in the fridge, so I'm going to add that to the boiling water and let the chicken sort of warm up before I mix in my the creamy chicken flavored rice. So if you see me doing that, that's what I'm doing. It's just so I can sort of get it warm before I mix in everything else. Alright, my water, and I added my chicken. It's coming to a boil, so I'm going to start adding my... I'm going to look for your... there'll be a little oxygen pouch in these. So if it's not on the top, sort of want to look for it as it's coming out here. I see mine's at the bottom here. Oh, there it is. I got my pouches in there. I'm going to whisk it in here real good. Mix it up. Remember, I have chicken in here. That's the only thing I'm adding other than what came in it. I'm going to reduce my heat to medium. And I'm going to keep stirring for about 20 minutes. Mixed in really well. The powders and everything dissolved. There's no clumping. When we reach the end of our 20 minutes, we're going to turn off the heat and we're going to let it stand for 3 minutes so it will thicken. Okay, the box recommends that you let it sit for 3 minutes so it can thicken. So I'm just gonna serve it so I can thicken as it cools. Pretty hot. Okay, our food has finally cooled down. It was really, really hot, so we had to wait a minute. And we are all tasting it. See how we think it is.
Did you make this exactly the way that it tells you to make it on the packet?
Except for I added chicken.
Added chicken?
So I didn't add anything else. Not even salt and pepper.
Yeah, it needs a little salt, but the flavor of the creamy sauce is pretty good. It's creamy.
It really thickens up too once it once that 3 minutes has passed. Like it said, it got a lot thicker, and you can make out the rice now. At first, I was thinking it was going to be more like a thicker soup, but it actually thickens up, and you have a rice, creamy rice with vegetables. I started seeing around 14 minutes into cooking. I started seeing some it looked like parsley flakes and some other vegetable flakes reconstituting, and you can start seeing them in the mixture. So that was pretty cool.
It's good. It makes a good, like, base where you just throw some chicken in there and have a decent meal. You got some carbs. And
Yeah, so I was thinking. I was telling the viewers to use it. We can use it as a base to, innovate with, or if you were in a crap hits the fan situation. I mean, it's pretty good. I was, stirring whatever you got, what kind of vegetables you got. What do you think?
I think it's delicious.
I think it's pretty good.
I mean, it would be good to have around, just to kind of, spice up your dishes.
It also tastes pretty good by itself.
Overall, I'll give it a B+. Powder in it was very finely ground, so it dissolved almost instantly, which was really a good thing and hardly ever happens. So if you're making it in a mug in the microwave or in a tin mug over the fire, it's going to dissolve really fast. So that is a huge plus in powdered meals. The 25-year shelf life is a huge plus, and the fact that it's mostly all natural ingredients with a few preservatives that I saw in there that weren't like too weird. So I was really impressed with all the natural ingredients that were listed on the back. So that. Any last thoughts, anybody?
No, we like it.
We like
It's
it.
good.
Okay, so that's our honest review of the My Patriot Supply Patriot Pantry 72-hour, the creamy chicken and vegetable rice from the 72-hour pack. And like I said, I'll leave the links if you're interested in checking out the company. Very reputable prepping supply company and camping supply. Or like I said, even, you know, a bug out bag or going to college or anywhere where you need some quick, easy meals that you only have access to limited cooking facilities and maybe just water. So this has been all of us from Canterbury Trails Farm.
Bye.
Bye.